In this video on Canva, I'm going to show you how to choose a size, add bleed to your document, and save your files with the correct settings. After signing into Canva, you'll see this screen. Down here will be all your current or old designs you've worked on. The first step when you come to the screen is figuring out what product and size you want. You can choose from one of their layouts here. There's more under here, but one thing to keep in mind is that you can't change these sizes. So if you want to choose this flyer, you have to make sure you choose 8.5 by 11 in our checkout process. So you can either choose from one of these or use custom dimensions if they don't show up. So say I want a flyer that's 5.5 by 8.5. Out of all these, there are no 5.5 by 8.5, so I want to use custom dimensions. You want to make sure to change the units to inches, and I'm going to go 5.5 by 8.5. And then design. From here to open this page, I'm personally a fan of images as backgrounds, so I'm going to go ahead and right now I'm just going to use one of their free photos. So I'm going to drag and drop it over. Adding bleed is a big thing, and this is what we mean by bleed. We want to extend your background image just a little bit outside your artboard, so when we go to trim it down, it doesn't have a white outline. Keep in mind that with their free images and their layouts, if you hit shift and drag, it'll keep it proportionate, but keep in mind that they tend to add this white outer box. Unfortunately, even though it looks like this image has bleed, it doesn't, because all that's outside of this image is white. And that's the same exact thing as not adding bleed. So if you hit shift on your keyboard and drag this side out a little bit and drag this side out a little bit, now it did add a little bit of bleed to each side because now the image comes out about halfway. So just keep that in mind if you use their free images or their layouts, that the background images tend not to bleed even though it looks like it does bleed. For now, I'm going to go back to my dashboard by hitting the Canva logo. Here you can see that that design I was just working on comes up down here. But for now, I'll just say I want an 8.5 by 11 flyer. It's easier and there's more options in here. So let's go ahead and just select this flyer template. As you can see, they have a lot of layouts you can choose from, which is really helpful if you're trying like in a hurry or just don't have very much design experience. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. The first thing I would always do is check the background. As you can see, it does have bleed, but if I shift and drag it in, there's that white box. So technically, even though it looks like it has bleed, it does not. So I'm going to shift and drag this side a little bit more because this does this side, but I still need to do it on this side. So I'm going to shift and drag again. So now you do have a little bit of bleed. If you are just trying to find what size you saved your item as, all you have to do is go up to File, and it'll give you the size of it right here. So if we call you asking, oh, that size is not right, can you give us your actual size? This is where you'll find it. From here, it's pretty easy, and say this is what you want it to look like. It's easy to download your PDF for print. All you have to do is click download at the top, make sure that PDF print is selected in this drop down, check the crop marks and bleed checkbox, and click download. Now it'll prepare your design and it'll download it right to the downloads on your computer. So it's as easy as grabbing that PDF download and submitting it to our site. So now that I've kind of gone through how to choose your size, add a bleed, and save your files, I hope it helped, and we look forward to working with you, and thanks for watching our video.